What's going on, YouTube? Got a little unboxing I'm going to do. I want to talk a little today about why I think a lot of people don't buy silver. My number one reason for that, or why they don't trust it and see it as a valuable asset, it's because they don't know about it. It's not taught in school. I remember getting kind of old now, but when I was in high school just over 20 years ago, we didn't learn home ec, we didn't learn economics. Another hero order. Imagine that. We didn't learn. They didn't even teach us how to balance a checkbook. I don't know about all y'all, but some of the folks that might be a few years older than me maybe have gone through that. Ooh, this is interesting. I didn't order this. Maybe I did by mistake. Interesting. Anyway, another hero order. Got some Aztec rounds. Got to stick with my quality Sahi bars, of course. It's not taught in school, right? They don't know about it. And if you don't know about something, you're less likely to buy it. If you don't know something exists, you're not going to put your money into it because you just don't know about it. It's not taught. It's not taught in schools. It's not taught by financial advisors, quote unquote, which I am not. I am not a financial advisor. Check out this 5-ounce Aztec round. Wow, that's cool, dude. They don't know it exists, okay? And you've got people who don't have desire like they used to go out and educate themselves as a whole, okay? There are obviously, exceptions to the rule. People don't spend a lot of time doing that stuff like they used to. If you think back, how many people's granddaddies and grandmas knew what precious metals were? I keep finding these laying around. A lot. It was very common to find silver in your granddad's safe. I don't necessarily think that they were quite as stack heavy as a lot of us are. Here's 10 more ounces in the stack right here, and I think I bought 40 or 49 the previous week. I like to stack. I like to stack a lot, but most people don't know what it is. They don't know the value of silver and precious metals. They don't know their uses. Most of them don't even know that it was money constitutionally in the Constitution, and they amended it. Of course, because they didn't want to be, the government didn't want to be bound and restricted by what they could and couldn't spend. With the gold standard, you can't print your way into oblivion. You can't blow your budget. That's another thing. Another reason I think people don't buy silver is because they don't budget for it. They want those new shoes or that new, Coach purse. They want that coffee every day. They don't. They want to go blow all their money at the casino. They don't budget for it. Or if they do invest any money, it's done on an app. Right? It's quick, right at your fingertips, bada bing, bada boom, instant gratification, done. No thought process. This is the new hot thing that Billy said he's doing, and Susie said she's doing, and I'm going to do it too. That's kind of the way things are headed, especially with the younger generation. Another reason I think people don't invest in silver is because they're impatient. They think that new app that they're doing with their friends is going to get them rich, that new cryptocurrency. And, some things might work out for some people, but the majority of things don't work out for the majority of people. This, in my personal opinion, is sound and safe. Let's go back to the financial advisor thing. Not teaching it, okay? Why don't they teach precious metals? Some of them will say, oh yeah, have 5 to 10% of your portfolio in precious metals, if that. I have never really met a financial advisor that's heavy on metals. And the reason for that, when you are paying someone to manage your money, they are not going to care about your money like you care about your money. You know, no one cares about your money like you're going to. So that's why it's important to educate yourself and make your own, wise decisions. And when you're buying into their markets, they're getting a percentage, right? They're getting their fees, and you're buying into their markets. If they tell you, I want you to go out and put X amount into precious metal, unless they brokered the deal for you, they don't make anything on that. It's not in their best interest to tell you that. So a lot of people don't think about that. Another thing a lot of people seem to lack these days is long-term vision, and I find that's true for a lot of adults as well, middle-aged adults. Not sure where that disconnect happened, or maybe I'm just more aware of it and it was always that bad. I don't know, but I'm definitely aware of it. You want to talk, and even this is too long-term for a lot of people. I just looked before I shot this video. What is it? It is 11:45 p.m. on June 3rd, 2023. This video will not be coming out till next week. But I plugged in the debt clock. Or not the debt clock, excuse me, the debt calculator. The inflation calculator. That's what I meant to say. Sorry, guys. And on that inflation calculator, I only went back 3 years. 3 years. 3. And I used $1. And if you really think about this percent, the percentage of this number I'm about to give you, I think it's staggering. In 3 years, if you were to take $1 in 2020, the equivalent of that money now to buy you the same thing is $1.17. That's a big increase, in my opinion. That is a big, short term. And I'm not I'm not even sure if that's accurate. But it goes to show you in a short time how it goes unnoticed, because it's the frog in the pot of boiling water. Okay, what cost me $1, a couple years ago, cost me $1.17, and then by the end of the year, what's it going to be, $1.25? Well, $1.25, what's 25 cents out of $1? How many times does a quarter go into $1? 4, last time I checked. That's a huge percentage increase. And people don't look at things that way. They don't have that vision, because they're that frog in that water, and that pot's boiling, and it's getting warmer and warmer, and they don't notice. So that was really telling to me tonight, that in 3 years, $1 gets you 17 cents less than it did before, worth of goods and services. That's insane. So there's a lack of long-term thinking. There's a lack of wanting to educate themselves. There's a lack of understanding on what metal really is, what it's used for. Not that it's just this pretty shiny stuff, but it's money. It's used in industry. It's used in medical. It's used in all kinds of different things. It's used in EV. A lot of these people don't know that. They don't even, they think stackers are insane because they're stacking up all this metal. They don't know what it is. So that, and they're not budgeting for it. Those are the biggest reasons, I think, that I've seen that people don't stack metal. And once people learn what it is, and I've noticed this, and it's not true with everybody, but you can kind of tell when a stacker's born. I've never had anyone hold silver and not be like, wow, that's cool. But sometimes when you put money in someone's hand that's going to be a stacker, you can kind of see that light come on, that, whoa, they realize they're holding something of value. So I think people should get exposed to it more. I really think that's sad. I just wish that it was taught more in schools and in the homes and by financial advisors. And I think if we start educating more people, I am starting to see a lot of younger people get into it, which is phenomenal. I think that's excellent. So I think if we, set out and try to educate people a little bit, take the time to explain it to them, so we don't sound crazy, maybe we can make some progress. Anyway, 10 more ounces out of the stack. Please like, subscribe, comment. And I'm not a financial advisor, but I'm going to tell you, keep stacking.